Good morning, friends. Uh, Today is day 11, and 11 is my favorite number. So I don't know if today's gonna be my favorite day, but it's gonna be a day. It looks like it's gonna start off with the first half of the day should be some climbing, but I think it's pretty gradual, so it shouldn't be bad. And then the second half looks a little flatter, so we'll see how it goes. The view? Let's see. Not too bad, I would say. Let's go hiking.
And now, another installment of Camel's List Fist. Boom.
Alright, for this list fist, I'm gonna tell you the top 5 bands of all time. Greatest bands of all time. Top 5. Here we go. At number 5, we have Dirty Heads. Dirty Heads gets the last spot because they're unlike any other band in the top 5. And I just think they're a great band for what they do, and I like the music. I think my favorite album by Dirty Heads is probably their self-titled album. I think that album is so strong. So strong. Also, Sounds of Change is really, really good too. And I like Supermoon. It's really cool. Yeah, okay. At number 4, we have a little band called Mumford and Sons. This band took up the number 4 spot after their second album, Babel. Their first album, Sigh No More, is a great album. I always knew it was great. As soon as it came out, I listened to it over and over and over and over again. But I felt like you can't put a band in the top 5 greatest bands of all time after one album. So as soon as I heard Babel, I said, okay, that's it. They got it. And all the albums are great. There's only 4 albums, but they're all just fucking great. Alright, number 3, we have the band Cake. Cake is one of my favorite bands of all time. I listened to Cake a lot as a teenager, and I think they're one of the greatest bands of all time because musically they're a bit different. It's alternative, but there's like crunchy guitar with like a brass section, which is cool, and the songs are cool and unique, and even though sometimes their songs don't make sense, I still somehow relate to them above any other band in the top 5. Great Cake albums. My favorite, Prolonging the Magic. Fashion Nugget is great. Motorcade of Generosity, their first album, is also underrated. And then Comfort Eagle is great too. Alright, number 2. The Beatles. Because the Beatles. Some of my favorite albums: Please Please Me, Rubber Soul, of course, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Abbey Road. Yeah, I mean, I like the White Album, and yeah, alright, and that brings us to the greatest band of all time, and that's Pink Floyd. Just listen to the music, and you will understand why they're the greatest band of all time. Okay, let me start with what I think their greatest album is, and I think that this is probably one of the greatest albums of all time ever written, and that's Animals. It's just a great album. Most people probably think of Dark Side of the Moon, and it's a great album, but not as good as some of the others. Wish You Were Here. It's a great album. My favorite is Metal. And The Wall, of course, all of the albums. Go listen to some Pink Floyd. And that's it. This is Camel's List Fist. What's up, Buttercups? Let's see. Today, well, let's start off with the low. The low of the day was when I accidentally stepped in two fresh cow pies. The first one, I was just kind of annoyed. I was like, what the fuck? And then the second time, I was actually kind of pissed off. And yeah, I didn't like that part. The high of the day, the highlight was getting to the dirt road. The previous 12 miles before the dirt road were really tough. So it was really nice to get onto the dirt road and get some distance. Also, the dirt was super soft, so it was really nice on my tootsies. That's it. I'm going to bed. I think there was something else I was going to talk about, but I'm not going to. I'm going to bed. Good night. I love you.